What's good, everybody, man? This is your guy, Manny, and this is the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Helps me a whole lot. So, man, we're going to get into this camp battle, Washington camp battle series. Today, we got Wes Schweitzer versus Saahdiq Charles versus Ereck Flowers. Now, let's start with Wes Schweitzer. So, this is a guy who started 13 games last year for the Washington football team. He played all 16 games, but due to injury to the starting right guard, Brandon Sheriff, he was able to come in between weeks 3 to 5, and he played very well at the right guard position. Now, is Wes Schweitzer more so right guard depth or just guard depth, period? Or can he win that starting left guard position? Now, everybody's thinking, yeah, we just signed Ereck Flowers. We're going to get into all of that in a minute. But when you look at Wes Schweitzer, he's one of the strongest, guys on the team. The guy is massive, man. And he also started the rest of his games, which is 10 games, at left guard when Wes Martin played very, very bad. And then also Saahdiq Charles played that one game, then got hurt. So, this is a guy who started both at the right guard and the left guard position. You can call him a swing guard if you want, but this is a guy that's going to bring tons and tons of depth, leadership, and potential to this football team. So there is a potential that Wes Schweitzer wins that left guard position, even though he can play either position. So doesn't really matter if you're starting him at the left or the right. But the right, we all know that we have Brandon Sheriff. Now, if we trade Brandon Sheriff before the season starts, which I don't think happens, I think that Brandon Sheriff plays out this season and then he, walks off to a whole nother team next year. But there is still time for a deal to get done. I saw something today saying that Brandon Sheriff, we have 7 days to get a long-term deal done. If the long-term deal doesn't get done, I think he's gone. He's commanding tons and tons of money. But back to Wes Schweitzer, I think that he has a legit chance to be the starting left guard for this team. If not, then he's going to be one of the best backup guards in the NFL. So there's that. Now we move on to Ereck Flowers. Ereck Flowers, of course, was with the football team in 2019 after being drafted out of Miami by the Giants as a tackle. He didn't pan out. He was on the Giants from 2015 to 2018. He was terrible. He was cut. He was let go, went to the Jacksonville Jaguars for 1 year. He didn't play well there necessarily. Then when he came to Washington in 2019, a lot of fans were like, oh, no, this guy is terrible. We don't want this guy on the team. All Ereck Flowers did was come here and learn how to play a whole new position, which was guard. And he's a better guard than he is a tackle. Sometimes all these guys who assess talent, they don't really get to use people how they're supposed to be used. Okay, so Ereck Flowers, that's another guy that's big. He's massive. He's 6'6", 334 pounds. Let me see how big Wes Schweitzer is. Wes Schweitzer is 6'4", 300 pounds. So, Ereck Flowers is massive at 6'6", 343 pounds. That's a big dude. And now the Washington football team was pretty much able to get this guy for half the cost of what he's getting paid this year, and we only gave up like a 7th round pick. So to bring in Ereck Flowers, I believe on average, he makes like $7 million a year. When you tally up the rest of the money left and you divide it by 2, that's $7 million a year. That's not a lot of money. That's decent money. So what I'm trying to say is that his salary does not guarantee him a starting spot. Okay? Does not guarantee him a starting spot. I think that Ereck Flowers wins that left guard position just because he's done it before and he was really, really good for us. Hence him getting that 3-year, $30 million contract with Miami. Obviously he wanted to play in his hometown and, he was able to do that. So didn't work out, came back. And I think that he has a great chance of winning that left guard position next year. If we don't like what Ereck Flowers did this year, we can cut him. And he can redo his deal. So there's different tons of options for Ereck Flowers. So I'm saying that the money that he gets this year does not guarantee him a starting spot. But guess what? He has starters experience at that guard position. and he's a valuable asset. He's a big guy, like I said, 6'6", 343 pounds. You can't teach size. So I like him there at the left guard position. But Wes Schweitzer is definitely going to push him. Now, barring anything crazy happening in camp, the reason why I threw in a third guy into this camp battle for this left guard position is Saahdiq Charles. When you look at Saahdiq Charles, many said he had short arms, but the guy has some big calves and he has, solid base. He's he's a very big guy. So he's 6'4", 322 pounds. Big guy. We got him in the 4th round, pick 108 in 2020. Played that one game and got hurt. And it's kind of sad because we don't know what we have in Saahdiq Charles. Maybe Saahdiq Charles ends up being the left guard of the future. So I love how the contracts are staggered because you can rock with Flowers for one more year under that contract, and then you can, make him expendable, and then maybe you kick in a Saahdiq Charles. But either way it goes, I love that we are deep at the guard position. We have 4 guards who can all start, possibly. So, of course, you have Brandon Sheriff, then you have Wes Schweitzer. You even have guys like Wes Martin who are fighting for a spot. We don't even know if Wes Martin makes a team next year, but Saahdiq Charles definitely is going to be in play for that left guard position. So that's kind of how I see it. Ultimately, I would love for Flowers to start at left guard. Then you have Sheriff at the right guard, and then you have Wes Schweitzer rotating to either side, and then you have Saahdiq Charles in the wings, learning and being available, being ready to step up if he needs to. So you guys let me know, who do you guys think wins that left guard position? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, this is Manny with Talking Sports with Manny. This is the YouTube channel. I do a lot of Washington football content. Please subscribe. Please turn on that notification bell so that way you get new content as I drop it. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.